Hi everyone, this is Sabina. I'm happy to be back to my second video. In case if you haven't seen my first video introducing the religion, Maitreya Cosmology, and the practice of third eyes, please make sure to subscribe my YouTube channel so you can get the latest update from me. And today for my second episode, I would like to share with you my story how I came across Maitreya Cosmology and how I got into the practice of third eyes. So I recall many growing up, I always have encounters with supernaturals, and unlike other people, they can see supernatural or ghosts directly through their eyes. Most of my encounters with supernatural will usually occur during my sleep. So what happened during my sleep was I sensed there were ghostly presences near me, and I saw shadows in the air. And before I could make sense of what they were, the shadows just came directly on me and embedded into my body. And during this invasion, I couldn't move or speak, and it would last for 5 to 10 seconds. And the inability to move or speak during sleep or waking up, this condition might sound familiar to a lot of people. If you go to doctors, the doctors will tell you this condition is called sleep paralysis. But I trusted in my intuition. I know my condition has nothing to do with sleep paralysis. I have been encountered with supernatural my whole life. I know what I saw and I know what I felt was real. And I believe there are many unspoken truths and mysteries that science cannot explain. And so about 2 years ago, I moved into a new apartment. And 1 month after I moved in that apartment, my sleep started to become irregular. I will wake up 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, feel energetic, and had urgent cravings for food, even though I was not hungry at all. And I will stay up to 6 or 7 a.m. in the morning and fell back into sleep again. And to the second month living in that apartment, this irregular sleep hour continue, and with all this irregular sleep at night had me feel exhausted all the time. So by the end of the second month, I feel like I lost my motivation to do things that I would normally do, like going out to movies or hang out with friends for some activity. I was just like hiding in my apartment. And the most strange thing happened was I was trying to avoid sunlight, and I felt cold all the time, especially from my spine. And it was very weird because it was a very hot summer when I moved into the apartment, but I just felt cold all the time. I didn't know what happened with me. And one night I was in a sleep, and I was being attacked by supernatural during my sleep again, and it was a same thing, invasion, 5 to 10 seconds, and I lost my ability to move or speak temporarily. And so that's when I realized something was not right with this apartment. And to get some help, I went to one of the temples in Taipei City, and I met this spirit medium, and he performed a ritual on me, and he told me this ritual will help me to get rid of the evil spirits that were haunting me. And there was also a woman in that temple, so she heard about my condition and what happened to me in my apartment, and then she told me that she could see things from other dimension, and then she said she could help me and so she asked me to turn around, and then she used her hands like she was writing something on my back, and then she told me it was a spell that she casted on me, and that was to help me to remove the evil spirits. And so I believed her, and then that day I went home and expecting I will have a good night's sleep and will not be bothered by supernatural again. But instead, I experienced the most horrifying moment of my life. That night, there was a very, very strong evil spirit that I had never experienced such strong spirits before. And that spirit just embedded into my back, right where the spell was located. And that invasion was unlike any time before, because it lasted for 1 hour, not 5 to 10 seconds. It lasted for 1 hour, and during this period, I was like my whole body like completely froze, and I was so scared to make a move. So I was just laying in my bed and then waiting for sunrise. And during this 1 hour, that I feel this evil spirit was trying to push my soul out of my body. Like he was trying, like the spirit was trying to take over my will or something. And it was so terrified. Like I feel my soul was broken into pieces. I was hopeless, that I was too scared. And the next day in the morning, I went back to the temple and I told the woman what happened to me, the invasion in my apartment. And she called someone and she introduced me to this female monk. And this female monk happened to be an instructor at Maitreya Academy. So her religion background is Maitreya Cosmology. So as soon as this female monk saw me, and she told me that I was in danger and that I needed help immediately, because her third eyes, like she can feel, like she saw there were the evil spirits that were hunting me, and also this spirits was also started like trying to knock on her head to try to stop her to take me to Maitreya Cosmology. So she took me anyway, and she took me there to have to Maitreya. She took me to Maitreya Academy to have a healer to perform a spiritual healing treatment on me. So right after this healing treatment, during this healing treatment, I deeply felt like this all these evil spirits were removed from my body, from my soul. And right after this treatment, my sleep just went back to normal right away. That's when I decided to enter Maitreya Academy to learn about the practice of third eyes, and I wanted to explain in more details in how this spiritual healing treatment was done at Maitreya Cosmology. So the apartment that I was living, it was actually haunted by supernatural that I did not know about until I met this healer. And then so during this healing treatment, that she saw there was so many different types of supernatural living in that apartment with me, with my soul. And my soul was not strong enough to fight off this supernatural, because myself and my soul had never been trained by, I mean, there's no school of practice or religion like teach us how to fight off supernaturals. And so this healer, like she saw what are the supernatural and in that haunting apartment, and then she was able to remove all of them, everything that she saw through her third eyes, and then my soul was released from that dimension, and that's why my sleep was able to go back to normal. And so things like I was recovering from all the energy that I lost living in that apartment slowly. And of course, I moved out of this haunting apartment because the feng shui of this apartment obviously was not good at all. And feng shui, or geomancy in English, I think the term might sound familiar to a lot of people, because feng shui is an ancient Chinese practice that arranging items in the room so they are in balance and harmony with their environment. And feng shui, geomancy is getting more and more popular, and more people, especially wealthy people, they are beginning to believe feng shui in Western countries as well. So I want to address the importance of feng shui, because it does affect you in general. If you are living in a bad feng shui place, then it affects you, like your health, your finance, your fortune, your luck, and your career and relationship as well. So what Maitreya Cosmology does is that they can see what are the dimensions located in that house, and then they were able to remove all the negative supernatural from that house, on that location, and on that dimension, and then turn and reform the feng shui of that location and dimension as well. I think doing this video is very important for me, because by sharing my own supernatural encounter experience with you, because I know there are so many of you out there that you are struggling with the encounters from supernatural, and if you feel like you are being possessed by evil spirits and you don't know what to do, you need to reach out to Maitreya Cosmology. Maitreya Cosmology is the only religion and the right practice that teach you the correct way of the practice third eyes. And Maitreya Cosmology is also the right place for you to get strong if you want to learn how to fight off supernatural on your own, and for your soul to get strong. Maitreya Cosmology is the right place for you to reach out. And if you have friends, if you yourself or you know someone who's been who's having a difficult time dealing with supernatural, and if they feel that they cannot control themselves, please share my video with them so that they can get help and reach out to Maitreya Cosmology. And for the future episode, I want to take you step by step and then introduce what are the natures that Maitreya Cosmology offers, and how you can, how your soul can get strong, and how you can learn how to fight off supernatural. And okay, so that's it for this second episode, and I will see you. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time.